this video we were looking at the original James Bond theme. Super fun to play on the guitar, playing around with effects a little bit, get a little bit of reverb, put a phaser on there just for fun, so something you can tinker with. But yeah, cool little solo piece for the electric guitar, and it's kind of a choose your own adventure. You know, there's all these little individual riffs. There's some things from the original audio that obviously we're not going to be able to do. They have a whole big band set up. So one instrument, obviously it's going to sound a little different, and we have to pick and choose what we're going to play and when we're going to play it. But lots of fun riffs and great things to work on here. And like I said, you can kind of put it together however you see fit. You know, most people are going to recognize the music, but they're not going to remember the order that it goes in, and it doesn't have to go in a particular order necessarily. As far as like how long or short it is, you don't necessarily want to take the intro and completely, you know, relocate it. That's not what I'm saying. But you know, how many times you repeat things, what have you. All right. So the little intro, we have this octave riff. So I've got kind of like power chord, but we're skipping a string. So I've got string 5 fret 2 with finger 1 and string 3 fret 4 with finger 3. String 4 in between is muted by my index finger. All right, so when I strum through strings 5, 4, and 3, I get just strings 5 and 3 ringing out. All right, so I want to maintain that shape. That's going to go for the 2nd and 4th fret, the 3rd and the 5th fret, and the 4th and the 6th frets. And I just alternate that with my low E string. Just strumming down through the octaves and picking string 6 open down. That's really all there is to that. Just make sure you're muting that string in between, and it's nice to have the octave there because it really thickens up that sound. And then we've got that E on the very low end. That octave shape is a very important shape to know. One, it helps you find notes up and down the guitar. I know a lot of people use it that way. Very similar to a power chord shape, and you can get a lot of cool sounds just with playing octaves, you know, and kind of replacing power chords, if you will, or just using them for different purposes. Very neat sound. All right, then we get to this part. Oops. Same thing repeated over and over. We'll call out those picking directions. So I'm going down, down, up, down, up, up, down, up. And then same thing here. Down, down, up, down, up, up, down, up. So that's open string 6, string 6 fret 2, open string 6, string 6 fret 3, and string 6 fret 2. So just open, string 6, fret 2, and fret 3. That's all that's happening there. And I'm using fingers 2 and 3. So same finger numbers as fret numbers. Down, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, up, down, up. Doesn't have to be that way, like we said in other videos, but just make sure you're incorporating alternate picking in some shape or fashion. Okay, so you do that 2 times. You can put a palm mute on it if you want. That could be a cool effect to use. Just make sure you're using really small picking motions for, for when you speed it up. On the third time, from here we're going to go 2, 1, open. Then string 4, fret 1, string 4, open, string 5, fret 2, string 5, open, string 5, fret 2. Again, the last time through the little string 6 riff. String 4, string 5, 2, open 2. Okay, so that's your kind of intro riffs, if you will. Okay, then we get into the little main theme idea, and we're going to be kind of moving our fingers in this fashion in many different positions. So learn it in one position, and it should feel relatively easy to do in other positions. Very repetitive. One thing that works well on guitar is utilizing patterns, thinking in patterns or sequences. Helps to think about music in as many different ways as possible, but patterns and sequences exist in the music, and they exist physically on the guitar a lot of times in connection with that. So string 4, fret 2, string 4, fret 5. So I went finger 1, finger 3. Big jump there just to get my hand in position for the rest of this. String 2, fret 4, then 3 with fingers 2 and 1. Back to string 4, fret 5, string 3, fret 3, string 3, fret 4. So I'll call out the frets here: 2, 5, 4, 3, 5, 3, 4, and fingers 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, then to string 4, fret 5, and I'm going to do a little hammer-on pull-off from 5 to 7 back to 5. Or sorry, just a pull-off. Pick fret 5, pick 7, pull off to 5, and then shift finger 1 down to string 4, fret 4. Then I jump to string 5, fret 2, string 4, fret 2. So I just did a little finger roll there, like that. String 5, fret 4. Okay, all of that together. Now that whole thing repeats. The ending, the last few notes there are different. So now here it's going to be string 5, fret 2, string 4, fret 1, string 4, fret 2. Sorry about that. Okay, then we jump up an octave. I'm on string 3 here. I'm going to spare you the fret numbers, but I'm basically in 9th or 10th position depending on how my fingers are set up. So utilizing frets 9, 10, 11, and 12. Same little pattern though. Of course the B string kind of mixes that up. So that's where it changes just slightly. I'm going 3, 2, 3 on frets 12, 11, 12. Instead of what we did down here, which was 3, 1, 2. 3, 2, 3. Then 8th and 10th frets. Pick, pull off down to the 7th fret here. 8, 10, 8, 7. String 4, fret 9. String 3, fret 9. fret 6. All of that together. Okay, now we start that all over again, but the ending is going to be different, just like the previous riff in the lower octave. It's going to be 9 on 4, 8 on 3, 9 on 3. Okay, now I'm in position for this other octave riff, which is going to be frets 7, 9, 9, 11, 10, 12. Quick little shifts between here though, no bass note in between. I'm strumming everything down. As much as I can, I'm kind of torquing off of my thumb, so I'm not necessarily jumping my thumb off of the back of the neck on the guitar, because if I lift that up too much to transition or shift, it disrupts the flow a little bit too much. All right, so where possible, I'll kind of slide with that thumb, or kind of push my fingers rather. So both options can be used in different circumstances. You just have to play around with it. What I mean is moving the thumb or not moving the thumb as much. So, you know, build in a plan there for the thumb. Everything on the guitar kind of requires a plan. Okay, then we jump to this little chord. It's like a B9 sharp 5, but it's just on strings 3, 2, and 1. So string 3, fret 6 with finger 1, string 2, fret 8 with finger 3, string 1, fret 7 with finger 2, and we strum that down twice. I'm gonna wrap my thumb over here so I can keep all my fingers in place and play string 6, fret 7. Repeat that. And then down, up, up, down on the chord. So we come out of this. And we jump into this chord. From there, I jump back into, and there's where you can kind of play around with how you want to piece it together. Okay, then we have the way that we played that little riff, and we did it an octave higher. This is the ending. So we're going to play that same fingering, same sequence, fret positioning, or frets relative to one another in different positions up the neck. So I'm starting on string 4, fret 2. I'm going to do that exact same thing, but starting on fret 5. Then same thing, but from fret 9. And same thing, but from fret 14. So that's all on strings 4 and 2, fret numbers 2, 5, 4, 3, 5, 8, 7, 6, 9, 12, 11, 10, 14, 17, 16, 15. And then we end with this B9 chord on string 5, fret 6, finger 1, string 4, fret 7, finger 3, string 3, fret 6, finger 2, and string 2, fret 7, finger 4. So all of that together sounds like this. That is it, guys. So like I said, if you're having trouble with anything in particular, single it out. But once you get each riff down, just think about how you want to piece it together and kind of make up your own version of it. That's a lot of times the fun of this stuff. Real fun to play theme music, especially if there is originally guitar in it, because those things tend to make more sense on our instrument here. So have fun, guys, and let me know if you have any questions. See you in the next video. Thanks.